Hello, hello. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. Thank you so much for joining me during this live demo of Kajabi 2024. I wanted to include that year because Kajabi is always adding new features. And I really hope that today I can share with all of you everything that you can do inside Kajabi. I guess this might be long, but also it could definitely be very helpful for you. If I go fast, it's because there's a lot to show you. You can ask me any questions if you want, if you're live, or add comments after if you're seeing the replay, and I'll be able to assist you. If you don't know me, my name is Maria. Allow me to introduce myself. Let me share my screen here for you to watch. And basically, I'm an online business coach and strategist. I've had my agency Solusing for 14 years now, where I help some local business, especially to create their own brand name, their brand identity, their websites, email marketing, social media management. And I did my master's degree in digital journalism and marketing, and the college where I studied business administration asked me if I could be their digital marketing professor back in 2017. So since then, I started studying even more, got very excited about teaching, and launched my own school, Faraso. Since I launched my school, Faraso, everything went very well. I started using the same digital marketing strategies that I taught my clients and helped them with, and started selling courses, but it was a local business. The pandemic hit in 2020, and I had to start my online business. That's when I logged in, or signed up, to a 28-day trial of Kajabi and started selling immediately with an evergreen funnel. Before my trial passed, I sold my first $1,028, but I had no idea about Kajabi, the how to launch a course. But since the pandemic hit and I had to close my offline school, I was able to set everything up on my own. Obviously, I had experience in digital marketing, but not on the platform. And I'm sharing this with you because I think you can accomplish exactly the same. After that, I've sold over 6 digits inside Kajabi already, in passive income as well. And I certified myself as a Kajabi specialist and expert, not with Kajabi, but the Heart Centered Apprentice Program. Highly recommend it to you, all of us service providers right there. And while I'm here, hoping that today you can make the best out of this full demo tutorial. I'll be sharing my screen, doing stuff inside. I asked one of my clients and digital friend access to her own account to set up some things up so you can watch live how this works. I've worked with clients from different industries, helping them set up their accounts through my agency with my team, health, interior design, breastfeeding, baby sleep, marketing for doctors, business in general, hypnotherapy, finance. So I just want you to remind you that you have experience, you have everything it takes to launch an online business, and there's someone out there that might be needing your help. So that's why I want, if you haven't heard of Kajabi, introduce you to Kajabi. It's an all-in-one platform, the one I've used to automate my business since 2020, my online school. And you can have your full ecosystem, all your products, online courses, community coaching inside Kajabi. What can you do in Kajabi? Create your websites, create an attractive website that integrates with the rest of your company. There's a large number of themes, and we will be watching them. There's also a marketplace where you can purchase some of the themes without the help of the designer. You upload a template, choose one, and start editing. As I always say, it's not all about, I love branding, but it's not only the visuals. I love brand identity, but it's not only the visuals, but also the copy, what you're saying, the transformation you provide, the results you provide to your students or clients that will actually make them take action. You can also create landing pages. It's very flexible. With just a few clicks, you can have any kind of landing page ready, and there are pre-made templates for you, like sales pages, waitlist pages, link tree pages, and we will see them live. You will be able to customize them with your own style, and then click publish and start receiving opt-ins or making sales. You can also create your blog. This is very important because for you to be able to appear on Google when people are searching, search engine optimization, optimize obviously what you do, you need a blog. You need to be creating content that your client needs based on what they're looking for. They still don't know you. They're on the top of the funnel. You're trying to attract people. They have no idea who you are, but they have a pain. They have a desire. They need a transformation, and you're the one that can help them with this. And the kind of content that you should be able to share on your blog is, what are the frequent asked questions that your ideal client, right fit client has, and start writing content based on this. We will see how we can create digital products like coaching sessions, online courses, membership, community, and even your own podcast. You can schedule one-on-one or group sessions. You will be able to manage your coachees right inside Kajabi. You will be able to host unlimited videos and audios because Kajabi has Wistia integrated within their platform. You will be able to launch your podcast, create your own community. There's an app for the communities as well. Create your offers and checkouts to be able to process your payments. You can, with a simple integration of Stripe, of PayPal, you can connect both and even use Kajabi Payments, which is not available on all countries. Kajabi Payments, it's kind of Stripe white labeled, but this is how you will process payments to be able to start making money online. We will do email marketing. You can send beautiful customizable emails using pre-designed templates with obviously the best practices built in to keep your messages out of the spam folder. We will see how you can create funnels. Let's say you have a book launch, you want to do an evergreen webinar to be selling 24/7, or a sales funnel. We will see how you can automate your full business, creating funnels inside Kajabi, which were previously called pipelines. You will be able to manage your contacts, use it as a CRM to communicate with people based on their behavior, add personal notes, and obviously improve your marketing and your products. You'll be able to assess your students, their progress, to help them succeed, and use those results to even provide different offers. So with quizzes, you can assess how they did, how they're doing, and even send certificates or any other automations based on their progress. We will see Kajabi Ama in action. Kajabi Ama, it means ask me anything. It's an integrated AI bot, kind of chat GPT, that you will be able to use right inside Kajabi. And there's an app. So you can give your clients, students, customers a convenient on-the-go access to all your products right inside the new Kajabi mobile app, including audio streaming, video streaming, passwordless login. They will download this app on the Kajabi App Store. They put the email they use to purchase from you, and when they do log in, they will find all the businesses that they've purchased from that are hosted on Kajabi. So in one place, they will have access to all courses, not only yours that they've purchased, but they will be able to change depending on which business they're trying to access at that moment. If you want to have your own branded app, this is even though Kajabi is an all-in-one solution, the branded app has an additional cost. If you're not selling yet, I recommend you wait. But if you really want to create this experience where they can access the Play Store of Android or the Apple Store and have your own business, your avatar, your information there and on Kajabi, you can pay a fee to have your own branded app as well. And we will finally also check the new Creator Studio that launched this year, where you can multiply your content, upload a video, or choose a YouTube video or a video from one of your courses, and then create many other contents based on that. Even edit video and create content, edit images as if you were using Canva, but with Adobe Express. That's also now part of the Kajabi ecosystem. On their website, they have different plans: the basic, the growth, the pro plan, and only a 14-day free trial. But I have an exclusive offer for all of you here today of getting Kajabi for only $99 for 3 months. So you will be able to start today. This offer ends tomorrow morning, and you won't have to pay again until October. In this case that you're watching this as of now, because you will have access to the replay and maybe you watch it later on. If you prefer using a free trial without paying right now the offer of $99 for 3 months, you will be able also to access a free 30-day trial with my link, mariataveras.com/Kajabi. When you do so, you'll get my free Kajabi Kickstart course. You will have access to asking questions on my Facebook group, and I'll also share with you a template for a sales page where you just have to change the colors, the fonts, and the copy to make it yours. So remember, you just have to use mariataveras.com/Kajabi. I highly recommend this platform. Yes, there are other cheaper tools out there, but why complicate your life by using so many tools, wanting to connect many plugins like WordPress, a dozen of different tools, a combination of even receiving different invoices, having different support chats, and so on. So I'm now going to start sharing my screen on the dashboard of Kajabi and start building so that I can show you a bit of everything you can do. My friend Charmaine and Klein shared her access with a clean account. So we are going to start from scratch, building some stuff, importing a template that she had purchased so you can see live how this works. If you're live here and you have any questions, please write on the chat and I'll check those out as of now. So let me now share my screen of Kajabi. And if anyone can confirm that you can watch this. So this is basically how the Kajabi dashboard looks inside. When you sign up, this is a completely new account. You will be able to sign up on the link I shared with you. You can go to mariataveras.com/Kajabi, and depending on which offer I have for you available, that's what you'll find. As of now, live, you have this get Kajabi for only $33 a month. Actually, you have to pay today $99. You get my free Kajabi Kickstart course, my sales page template, a 45-minute Zoom call to guide you on Kajabi, and exclusive support on my Facebook group. If you prefer the 30-day free trial or a Kajabi basic plan for only $69 per month, just go down below and click the link that you want. Anytime you come to this link, mariataveras.com/Kajabi, you will find the offers that they have available now for you and which perks come ahead with my link. Obviously, this is an affiliate link and you're supporting my business if you sign up with my link. All right, so when you create this new account, you sign up, you will receive an email from Kajabi that you have to confirm before you start, and then it's going to ask for your marketing address, because on every email there's a footer that has to have your address. But after you're done with those first steps, this is how your dashboard will look. Initially, it suggests that you start creating a product, setting up your payment processor, Stripe or PayPal or Kajabi Payments, setting up your price, and obviously customizing the checkout to start selling. However, I'm going to ignore these steps and start showing you inside. This is the dashboard that you will find every time you log in. What has happened in your business the latest 30 days? Opt-ins, sales, these are leads if you don't know what opt-ins mean, comments, customer service, basically inside your courses, and any new contacts or customers. The first thing I recommend you always do is access settings right here to start updating everything inside. For example, if we go to site details, here are the main elements of your site. And the first thing you can do is change, because they always call it the first site. But what's the name of your business? Start updating that content here. Add your support phone number. I'm not going to share publicly information of this account or anything, so I'm not going to enter all of that. It depends on which language you want to use. It's important that you define it. So today we're training in English, but for example, my main audience as of now is in Spanish. But in any language, you can create in Kajabi. Why? Because the backend is in English, but you can customize, translate, and when you choose this, even your checkouts forms will completely be in the language you choose. So as of now, I'm going to keep the English one. Text direction goes from left to right, and the default currency. It will not let me choose the default currency right now because I have no payment processor connected. I have to do that. I don't have access right now to the Stripe or PayPal account of this account's owner, but eventually I will be able to help her connect, because that's part of what we talked about today. You can choose to have a home page template as a home page, your template, a landing page, or the store and the library. The library will be when your users log in, everything they see. I will be sharing a bit how, even though it's in English, some of my stuff look in Spanish. So, and let me click translate to English so you can see it in English as well. This is my library. Your library can look completely different. Why? Because you customize the colors, the look, the looks, anything. You will be able to customize everything here. So you can see my products, my own courses are right here. And this is how some of your own libraries will look, but you have to be able to customize the look and feel of it. So I will be able to choose if the library of if I want. However, what do I recommend? A sales page or obviously your website's homepage. First things first, I would upload your logo and your favicon. What's a favicon, for example? This is my agency. This is my personal website. This is my online school website. If you see on the top, I have a little avatar or symbol icon that represents the logo of my brands. So that's a favicon. It's an image that when you're browsing tabs, you can identify without reading the tabs which tab you're choosing based on which website you're watching, basically. So that's your favicon and your logo. I suggest you do this first because that will help you have your logo everywhere on your site when you're building. You can also choose your color palette. So this is the default palette. But for example, if you already know your colors, which I already know the colors of this client, I can start adding all the head codes for each color that she uses and have that saved there, because when I'm building a landing page, a website page, a sales page, I won't have to find my hex codes again if I complete this step as the first step when I begin. So I'll just add some of them so you can see. I'm not going to waste your time doing this as of now. And then we have the instructor. So here you should add your profile image, your name, your title, your instructor bio, so that on each of your courses, it's automated, automatically populated right there. If you have any page scripts, you can add them here. This could be, for example, a domain verification code from Google or Facebook as well, and the social sharing. As I mentioned before, SEO, why I recommend you have a blog, search engine optimization. How do you want that title and description and which image of your site to appear on Google? And if someone shares the link to your main homepage, what title, description, and image do you want people to see? So basically, that's how you should manage the main settings. I'm going to quickly show you my own account inside so you can see the difference when all the content is filled in. So this is my online school. It's in Spanish. I have my logo, my favicon, my color palette, my instructor content in Spanish. As I mentioned, the page scripts, and then the SEO and social sharing content as you want it. If you have the Kajabi Growth Plan or the Pro Plan, you can always turn off the Powered by Kajabi links that are displayed on your footer. Okay, so next, let's go back to settings again. And I suggest we go to marketing settings. You can add here the company logo that you're going to use for emails. Your marketing emails will use this logo basically. And if you want to change email settings, like set up your custom email, you can do that here. On checkout settings, it's important that you define if when people, for example, are going to opt in, if you want the checkbox pre-checked. Obviously, you know that GDPR and all of that, you have to know what are the laws, the email marketing laws based on your country. If you want, for example, many people pre-check this one and then add a custom message that says, for example, to receive our emails, please confirm your subscription. That's something I always use in both English and Spanish. And when people purchase an offer, if you want to automatically sign them up, why? Because otherwise they won't receive the confirmation email, their new account email either. If you want their card to be storage or not, and then if you have any header or footer tracking codes. On the blog settings, if you will launch a blog, you will add the title and description you want for SEO and sharing. On the drip settings, it's basically when you want to drip models on your course or program by week or by day, at which time do you want that drip to be and at which time zone. This is what you will choose on the drip settings. Customer payments, this is new from this year, I think, that now you can email receipts for every offer. So I would send for all successful transactions, even for refunds, and you can add a message. You would have to add your business address. If you want to add any additional information, let's preview how this will look. This is an example. And I love this new add-on that Kajabi just launched like a month ago. When a payment fails for a subscription or for multiple payments, if it fails, it will auto-revoke the product access. Only for Stripe and Kajabi payments. If you're using PayPal and you see that the member payments didn't go through, I highly suggest that you go manually to revoke the offer or contact them, obviously, so that you can revoke the offer manually or keep it going if they update their payment. After customer payments, you would go to payment integrations. And this is very important because this is where you will get started with Kajabi payments. What is the benefits of Kajabi payments? Even though it's like Stripe white labeled, you'll have Apple Pay, Google Pay, Klarna, Pay Later. Like you will have all other options to offer your clients an easy way to purchase. However, if you don't have Kajabi payments, I think as of now, today, it's available in England, United States, and Australia, I think. I would have to confirm which countries, but you can also come to third-party integrations, and here you can connect anything. I wouldn't use MailChimp if you're using Kajabi, for example, but if you want to connect MailChimp, you can. ActiveCampaign, ConvertKit, Google Analytics. Kajabi recommends that you use Google Analytics. So you go to analytics.google.com, create your free account to start tracking which sites, which pages people are actually watching. If you use the Facebook Pixel, you can also add that ID here. If you don't know what the Facebook Pixel is, it's a code that we install on our website. For example, if you will go to my website, here I have what it's called a Google Chrome extension that's called the MetaPixel Helper. And now I know that it's active. So what does this pixel do? When you visit my website, if I had an ad for people that have visited my website, you're going to start getting that ad on Instagram, on Facebook, and on their phone network. Also, I can create ads specifically based on if you purchased an offer, I don't want you to see my free opt-in training and free training anymore. So I would exclude people that have purchased, that had seen my sales page or from a full list of emails from watching those ads for a free training, for example, that sells that offer. So that's the Facebook pixel. If you had no idea what it is, I think it's also called the meta data set now. But this is the most important part that I want you to do immediately as you create your Kajabi account. Connect Stripe and PayPal. It's so easy. If you have a PayPal business account, just log in. If you don't, you need a PayPal business account to be able to use Kajabi, and log into your Stripe account. If you don't have any of them, sign up now. Then come here and click connect, and it will automatically go step by step for you. You won't have to do a lot. If you want to connect other apps with Kajabi, you can use Zapier and ClickFunnels if you want to integrate it. So that's third-party integrations. Email templates. This is very important. If you're using Kajabi in a different language, for example, in my case that I use Spanish, I've had to go through all of these templates to customize them and translate them. So you can see that even though if the backend is in English, you can use Kajabi in any language you want for your clients. And it's very important. And even if, let's say you use a special tone of voice with your brand, you can also customize the copy for each. For example, if we find the member, let me see, no, offer grants confirmation, for example, because they purchased something. It usually says you've been granted access to, I would never change the syntax, but you can change the language that it uses if you want to add anything else, if there's some special brand tone to your identity. Then it's very important to come to branding, because here's where you're going to upload the logo that people will see on those system emails, which are different from marketing emails, and we will see why they're different. And if you have any colors that you want to change as of this email, you can also do so here. If I didn't do much there because I don't have her logo with me now, but if I go to any templates and you want to preview this, let's see the offer purchase confirmation. And if you want to preview, you can see how it will look. Since I don't have the logo, it's not here. But let me show you an example on my own account so that you can see the difference. If I go here to email templates and choose any email and preview in the browser, you can see I have the logo here added. So basically that's it. You should add your logo and your brand color so that each email template looks like your brand. Let's go back to settings and the domain. It's very easy now to connect to your domain. Let's say if you purchased your domain on GoDaddy, you just have to click set up custom domain, write your domain name, continue, and it will ask you to log into GoDaddy and go step by step. It will always guide you on what you have to do. It used to be more complicated. It gets easier every time. If you want to use a subdomain, let's say, for example, you have your website built on WordPress and you want to start using Kajabi, but you're not ready to migrate your websites, you can always use a subdomain. For example, courses.yourmaindomain.com and connect the same. Just connect to your domain provider, could be Namecheap or anyone else, and go through the setup. On my YouTube channel, which this is where you're watching this, you can find some tutorials on, let me see where I have, how to connect Stripe and PayPal, how to connect your domain. So if you need any, since I don't have access to her provider now, I won't show it live, but I do have tutorials that I can guide you with. Domain settings, form settings. If on any form you want to add custom fields, let's say you want to ask a question or have a checkbox that they authorize or confirm that they're subscribing to your emails, you can always create any custom fields here on forms. Let's go back to settings. So for me, it's very important that you focus first on the settings, because these are like important aspects of your business that you should have ready. The mobile app settings, Kajabi has a mobile app. Let me show you right here. And as I mentioned before, when your students download it, they just have to put their email they used to purchase, and they will receive an email from Kajabi, log in, and see all your contents there. So this app, you can't customize much. You can define an icon, and you can only choose one of these color palettes. You can't completely customize based on your own brand identity, but they, as I mentioned, they have now the branded app. If you're not selling yet, I suggest you start selling before you try to have all the fireworks that Kajabi offers. You can see a demo here and what it includes, but it's an additional cost to the all-in-one solution that you already pay for Kajabi. Only for that and for the Creator Studio, but I'll show you that further on. So mobile app settings, and our last settings are labs and tags. Tags is also recently that you can now start collecting, including sales tax on the checkouts, but only if you use Kajabi payments. And labs are basically like new features of Kajabi. If they're trying, you can turn them on, but obviously they are in beta mode. So that's all with site settings. Hope that was helpful for you. The part of account settings, I'm not going to go through that. Well, if you want to add your virtual VA, your virtual assistant, anyone from your team, for example, this is a new account, but since I know we're going to have a call together and we work together, I know she will add me as an admin here. So this is where you add your team members, basically. So now let's start creating. Let's see first. I already showed you the dashboard. Now I'm going to go to products. And there are 4 type of products that you have inside Kajabi. But there's one important one that I want to mention, and it's the courses. Why? Because I don't want you to see Kajabi as only a course platform. I want you to see Kajabi as the opportunity to have a full business that you can automate and offer experiences to your clients, students, customers. For example, let's say you're into real estate. Maybe you don't want to create an online course now, but maybe you want to create a resource hub or a vault with content. You can include audios, you can include videos, you can include PDFs, text, comments. So don't see the courses product as only an online course. This could be a program. This could be a hub of resources. This could be a vault. Anything you want, you can call it. It won't say course when you build it on Kajabi necessarily. Then you also have the coaching, but this could also be a program. It could be a certification. So I'm going to click on Get Started. And the first thing Kajabi asked me is, what's the title of your course? My client, Charmaine, the title of her course is Design Align. And I have the description of what it will be. So always add your description. If I toggle this off, it won't use AI to help me build. But if I toggle it on, it's going to use the title and description I provided to give me ideas of the models, lessons, and content that I have to offer. You can always change it. If you already have the full structure of what your models and lessons will be, you don't have to use this, but I highly suggest you do if you have paralysis per analysis or whatever, and you want to move on. So I'm going to click next. It will also create, since I toggled on AI, a waitlist page and an email so that I can start receiving opt-ins for people that want to sign up to that waitlist, a confirmation email, and then when I launched my course, I will let them know. Now we have to customize the course appearance. So here's basically choosing your primary colors. Let's say, for example, this would be a dark gray background and then yellow button or any other color. Let's see, even the orange here, and a thumbnail image. It's very important that we have thumbnail images for our courses, as I showed you, for example, in my own library, because it helps on the library for them to identify if they will see this image on the checkouts as well. So in my case, what I do is I give each of my products a brand identity, basically. And then that helps me decide how the product template will look inside. And I'll show you further on how that looks. So I'll quickly add an image that I have here, just as an example. And I'll click next. Now it should be asking me, well, how do you want to get paid? Will it be a one-time payment, or multiple payments, like 3 payments of $99, a subscription model for a membership? How? Because I haven't connected any payment processor, it's not allowing me to choose the type of payments. So I'll stay on the free one, but I'll show you inside my own account how that should look inside. I'll quickly show you, for example, inside an offer. Here it is. When you're inside an offer, we will see this further on, but you can have a one-time payment. If it's a one-time payment, you can enable quantity selector. Let's say it's even for an offline event and you want people to be able to purchase 3 access. You can enable quantity selector or enable to let customers pay what they want. So you can define a minimum price of, for example, 7. Otherwise, let's say it's a one-time payment of $9.97. You can also do that. Or use multiple payments. Oh, it will be 3 payments of $97 per month, per week, or per year. Oh, we're going to do a free trial of 7 days. 7-day free trial, you can define that here. Or it's a service, or it has a setup fee, and you want to charge $297 as a setup fee. So you can define all that when it's multiple payments. If it's a subscription model, for example, for a membership, you would define the payment amount. Let's say it's $27 per month, or it could be per week, or $9.97 per year, whatever you want. We could remove this trial. You can see that on subscription models, you also have this. And as we mentioned before, you would have to use Kajabi payments to include a charge sales tax. So we're back here. This was the last tab, defining the pricing, and Kajabi created my course. It provided, based on AI, the following modules. It says understanding the basics of home renovation, the design aligned signature system, how to apply it, product knowledge and selection, effective communication. So this is very interesting. However, she's the expert. She's the one with experience. So she will come in and completely change this. Important. It didn't only give me the structure. It also gave me text inside of what the content should be. So if I'm here, how do I add content? Up top right, here it says add content. If I want to add another model, for example, welcome to Design Align, I could add a description, a thumbnail image for each lesson module, create. I'll then drag it up here. So it's the first thing. And then I can add more content. I can add a submodule, I can add a lesson, a quiz, or import from another course that's already in my account. Let's say I want to include a lesson, meet your coach. And this could have a video of her saying, hi, welcome to Design Align. If there's any weekly QAs, how to navigate the platform, if there's a workbook they have to download. It could also be an audio and any text information. You can also include downloads. So if there's a workbook, you can use it on this lesson, or maybe you can add a lesson that says, download your workbook here. Automations, for example. After this lesson is complete, do you want to send them an email? Hey, do you have any questions about the course? Maybe it's after a module and you want to say, you already accomplished this, this, and that. Do you want to schedule a call? Or do you want to know more about now our paid coaching sessions? So you can automate based on each lesson, whatever you want. We have here draft or published, and then the lesson thumbnail. You can upload your lesson thumbnail. And Kajabi used to make us put comments visible, hidden, or locked lesson by lesson. But now there's a comment setting sections where you can lock all comments, hide all comments, or obviously let them visible on the full course. Let's click save here. And that's how you add content to your course. If I preview this, since everything is in draft mode, I'll only see what I chose before. The description, the background I chose, the accent color on the call to action, but there's no content. So I have to make sure that everything is published when I have the content ready, because I don't even have the videos as of now. Let's see the difference now. If I refresh here, you can see now people can start consuming the full content. There's no video, so there's nothing appearing here. That could be my thumbnail image, but we have comments and the content. If I go to settings, I have the title I chose, I have the description I chose, the thumbnail, but look at how interesting this is. Let's say it's a live cohort and you're going to have live sessions. You can click here, toggle on, provide a live video session, include premium video for high streaming. And let's say this will be a weekly Q&A. And let's put here, maybe it's going to be weekly on Wednesdays. And just include the schedule. This is completely optional. If you want to automatically upload the recordings as lessons, you can toggle it on here. If you have a community created and you want people to see the community inside this course product, you will click here. And as I mentioned before, now if you want to turn off comments or lock them all, you can do it from here instead of going lesson by lesson. Yes, we had to do that before. Then you can customize how your product looks. There's a lot of templates that you can use. Gamify, for example, from Jiffy Courses, great friends. I highly recommend you check their products. They have this Gamify product that's very interesting because, for example, I'm someone that if I have those badges and like accomplishments inside a course, I'm going to start trying to get them all. I use, for example, the Wise cameras, random comments, and on their app, they give you badges per each product that you purchase. So I'm like, okay, I want to have all these badges, but I'll never have all the badges because I don't need other products. But it's interesting when you use gamification to make people actually finish this course. The Premiere is the one we have. It's always the default one, but there's other impressive templates like Sunset by Penny. And if you purchase from the Experts Marketplace any template, you can also use it and install it here. So we're going to keep with Premiere, but I want you to see how different this could look depending on what you do. The first thing I always do is go to settings to make sure I have my favicon on, which typography I want. Maybe instead of using this one, my headings could be, I'm going to play with this, play for display, and then just leave Nunito and change the dark font colors to, oh, let me see how this looks as of now without changing too many things. So you can see how it starts changing based on colors that you use. For example, if I don't want to use the orange as my primary color and I want to use green, I could always do that. General appearance, if you want to change the background, I want to show you, for example, one of my clients, like depending on your brand identity, how different everything can look. And I had this client, she has a yoga membership. And this is how her course looked before we worked together. And this is how it looks now. So it's very important that you, in this case, we used a background image. We used some images for them to find specific content as the sidebar. It's very important that you define your brand identity and color so the look and feel of your course goes aligned with your brand. And now you go back to the sections. So here we have the header. You would have to add your logo, define which menu you want. I always have like a members menu. So if I click here, edit the link, I love creating a new custom menu called members. And there you can add, for example, a link to your community, a link to other offers, any link to support chats, but so that it's completely different from the one on your homepage. It could be different. You can create how many menus you want. This user menu is this small user icon here, where if you click, it's going to have a logout, a settings, and my library. If you're using Kajabi in a different language for your customers, you can translate everything here. If you want to show an announcement on top, you can toggle that as well. And then we have the search bar. If you want to translate or change the colors, we have this hero image that here we can change. For example, if I want to use this thumbnail image instead of a dark one, I can add some opacity to my overlay color, and that's how I can use an image as a background. As I mentioned before, and we will see further on today, Kajabi now includes Adobe Express based on Creator Studio. So you can see that when I select an image, I have different options. Maybe I want to edit my own image. I can remove backgrounds, everything that Adobe Express does. That's basically like Canva. If you want to generate an image based on AI, let's call this Design Align Coaching Program, just to see what it's going to give me. I want a landscape image. I want the content to be a photo. And let's click generate. So this is all included in your Kajabi account. If you don't have already the images you want to use as a thumbnail, you can always just use AI. And here you have some examples of what it offered. I would click save image, and there I will have it. I can always use the Adobe stock as well. So this is Adobe Express on how you search for content. So let's put here home renovation. And there it gave me some contents that I can use on Kajabi without leaving Kajabi. That's the best part of this. This spacing on top, if I want to make it smaller, I could. If I want to move this start button, I could, or hide it, or whatever you want. After the hero section, there's a welcome body that's not active now, but I could activate it and add, for example, a welcome video if I want, any product information, anything you want. Then we have the product syllabus. And here we can change. Kajabi now is using the words models and lessons, but it used to have it called categories for models and posts for lessons. And even though they changed it, they forgot to change it here on the background, as you can see. So let's say you only want to show the models, you would click categories here, or show the post, then you would click post. All the details, if you want to truncate the information, you could. If you want to change the names of the details, you could as well. If you have a community, you can include it here. We haven't built one, so we can't add it yet. And the product sidebar. You can add anything you want. For example, your instructor content, we can have it here. We can cross-sell another product. We can include an image, an instructor. And now I want to show you a bit how different it could look depending on how you customize it. For example, these are my products. And let me show you this program. It's a 3-month program on how to launch your business. And let me show you, for example, this is the vault for a membership I have. So this one, I'm using the momentum theme. And you can see that the full syllabus is on the left. I can include on the sidebar any content I want. And here, this is the premier one. So it depends on what you're adding to the sidebar, the colors you use, how different each product will look. I also have this one. This is a training on everything Kajabi that I have in Spanish. So the same thing. I have their access our Facebook group. Meg, I'm an affiliate for her templates, so I have them here, free trials, and so on. You can add whatever you want to that sidebar. What's very, very important for me that you also know, that when you're customizing your product, don't only customize this main product page. You will see up here that you have different pages, like this is the product. But if people want to see on the breadcrumbs, all the categories and they click them, now you have to make sure you customize anything here as well. If you want to see all the lessons, for example, you have to come here and customize the sidebar if you want the colors or anything. For example, for the post player, if you want to change the color, let's say this background would be green, for example, instead of that color it had. And that's why I want to come in and show you again how different some of my courses looks depending on the colors as I chose them. Let me show you this one again. And this is my mobile photography program. So it depends on the colors. It's going to look different. You can see here. So use your brand identity for all of this. And in this case, in the momentum theme, it looks completely different. It only has the player here and then all the information and the comments from the students inside. So you would come in and customize anything right here. This I teach more in Spanish, all these details, because they have to make sure they translate every single text on all of these pages. You have the announcement page, the models page, which are categories, the comments page, the search page, the products page, and then all the lessons that are post pages. If you want to see how this is going to look on the mobile, on mobile, for example, then you can see it here on tablets and so on. So as of now, I'm going to click save, and we're going to go back. What else can we do on our products? We already have our offers, but you can have as many offers as you want. What do I recommend? You fill a full offer in, because there's a lot of details that you're going to add, and we're going to see it now, like the product's access date, how long they have access, automations, and when that's complete, then you will duplicate that offer and change the pricing. So you don't have to work twice on customizing checkouts and everything. If I would have any customers here, I would be able to see their progress, how long they've been watching the videos, and so on. Certificates. If you want to provide a certificate for this course, you will toggle this on, add your logo, add the title you want, the subtitle, their student name, and you can remove any content you want. If you want to add your own background, you can also do so. So as of now, if I save so you can preview this, this is how it looks. But if you want to add your own certificates, you can also do so. The background, because the content on top, it's going to use the same content that you already have included here. Settings we already checked. So now let's check our offer, because I want you to understand everything that you can have on our offer. Imagine that we uploaded our video, we customized that product template, we did everything we have to do about our product, but now we have to get paid for this. So on offers, Kajabi is so smart that they have products different from sales. So you can build any products you want, but then you bundle them inside an offer. For example, if you want to combine as a membership a course product with a community product, you have to create the offer. To get paid on Kajabi, you create offers. It's basically creating your checkout and the customer experience. So here we can add the title. As internal title, I always like to add the same title name, but I love to add the price. I could add a description and which product gives this access to. If I want a ghost offer, for example, you're providing a service as a VA, virtual assistant, for example, and you want to provide access to something, you can remove products from here and just use your checkout. I would definitely create an experience like adding a thank you page, a thank you email with their follow next steps. But just so you know, you don't have to have a product connected to an offer to have a checkout on Kajabi. I'll add my products because in this case, I'm using a product. And then we have the access. So for example, I have this client. She teaches how to cook. And the first course we created for her, we started pre-selling without finishing the product. So people were able to purchase. However, we put a specific access date on when all the videos would be ready. So people knew and they could pay and they could access the library, but they weren't able to see the content inside until the specific date you specify here. Also, if you want to restrict access, for example, for only 1 year, then you come here and put 365 days or the time you want. I've seen people that provide access for 3 months, 6 months, for example. Then we have the post-purchase. Here, it's important for me that you add a landing page. So you would have to create your landing page, a thank you landing page, a confirmation landing page with their next steps. That's part of creating your customer experience. I always leave the post-purchase email as the default one that Kajabi sends. We already saw how to customize this. But on automations, I also like to, if offer is purchased, then we can subscribe to an email sequence with the post-purchase. Thank you or welcome to Design Align. And we're going to do this now. So you will see how to do it. Subscribe to an email sequence, or I can even add a tag. So I could put here Design Align students. And now I know which students are the ones that purchased this specific offer. We also have the image that will appear on the checkouts page. Let's use the same one we've been using as of now. And then on pricing, we already saw how different payments we can choose, but this is important. Let's say you have a quantity limit. You are only accepting 10 members on this program. For now, we would put 10 here, and then we can choose that they see a sold out page, or you create your own landing page when the limit is reached. This is new on Kajabi. Now you can show the remaining item count on checkout. You also have set a time limit. So for example, product launches. I always sell it doing live webinar launches. So I usually have an expiration date. For example, I just relaunched my Spanish membership, and tomorrow is the last day to sign up. So I would put here July 31st at 12 a.m. and send them to an expired page that I can add the copy here, or design a landing page for this and just choose my landing page over here. Let's click save. The upsells. This is the best way for me so you can maximize your profit. For example, just so you can see, on my own account, this is the same training. So people would usually tell me, oh, I love how you take photos with your iPhone. Can you teach me? And I have a mobile photography course, but not everyone was willing to purchase it. So one day I'm like, okay, let me do a 10-minute video on the 5 key steps I do to make better pictures with my iPhone. I recorded that video. I put it inside a product inside Kajabi. I created a $7 offer, and I have an upsell. So an upsell is basically when you go to the movies and you order popcorn and they say, oh, do you want to pay so much for to also include this and this? So you're going to include a new offer to sell to those that already purchased. They're going to see a one-time opportunity to purchase this, but it has to be of more value than the one they're purchasing. That's why it's called an upsell. So with Kajabi, you can create that purchase flow. In this case, I have my mobile photography course at 47. So when people, and they always purchase both, I'm not making 7, even though they came to a $7 checkout. I'm actually making 54 when they purchase both things. I could add another upsell or a downsell if they click, no, I don't want this. Let me see if they could show me the preview so you can see. It's a very simple preview. You can add videos if you want, but let me put it in. Okay, it's not allowing me to translate since this is Safari and not Chrome, but you can include this and they can click always, no, please just send me to my purchase. But you can add information and the call to action so that they can include this purchase as well. So that's an upsell. If we go to settings, basically you want to know when you're selling, so you will add your email so that you can receive a notification for every sales you've made. If you want to send cart abandonment emails, you define here how much time. This only works if people put their email address on checkouts, even though they didn't purchase. And if you have affiliates, you can define the affiliate percentage here as well. Last but not least, on Kajabi offers the checkout. We have to click edit checkout to complete the full checkout. So if I go here to design a line, I want to show you how this checkout usually looks and then how it could look. So if I click here, edit checkout, what can I add? On page content, we have the offer title and a checkout description. Kajabi recommends that you include a call to action, insert the value, add an additional disclaimer, and I forgot to show you before, but wherever you see this purple circle, this is Kajabi Ama. Kajabi Ama is Kajabi's integrated AI bot. So this is like ChatGPT. This gives you, it's called Ama, means ask me anything, and I can ask to help me. Let me see if I can share again the description of my course. I'm creating an online course called, and this is a description. The price tag is $5.99. Please help me build my checkout copy based on this structure. I'm going to use the one Kajabi recommends, and I'll just copy and paste here to see what it gives me, just to have an idea so you can see this. What else can I do? I can add a video instead of an image if I want. Right, as of now, it's just choosing the image I put as a thumbnail. I can add testimonials also if I want. Well, Kajabi Ama is thinking, okay, there it is. Look, it's giving me, it gave me the copy. And I'm gonna put it here. So, for example, it's giving me here this call to action statement. I think it's very long. However, I just want you to see how you can start using Kajabi Ama. So what you'll get, exclusive access to the design align system. I wanted to use the same styling there, comprehensive planning, so on and so forth. I just want you to see how you can use everything that Kajabi offers to start building. If you have no idea on copy, just go ahead and talk to Kajabi Ama. And here are the disclaimers. For example, it says, there we go. No. Okay, it's not working, however. Click save. Okay, so I'm going to close Kajabi Ama. Now, on design, what can I include? An action button color. I can change what it says here. So for example, let's say I want to put it white, and instead of complete my purchase, start my renovation, for example. That doesn't work here, but you can call it whatever you want, or start learning. If I want to add a banner, I can add a banner, a logo if I want. So this is the basics on design. Now the form fields. Every offer on Kajabi only includes the email. That's why I said before, make sure you do your full offer with all the specific details and then duplicate that offer. So you don't have to do this over and over again for each payments method that you want to include or offer, the pricing that you include. So name, address, for example, if you want, the phone number, whatever you want. I want to hide this banner for now. And additional settings. I always choose make people collect their passwords, because sometimes with Kajabi, if you don't do this, Kajabi creates their own password, but people never read emails and they can't find that password. So they're emailing you why they don't have their password. If there's a custom service agreement, you can add it here. Let's say here's all the content about that service agreement. If I click save, they have to read it and agree to those conditions. And on mobile, if you want the checkout to be on top of this text, you will define this here. I won't put it on the bottom for now so they can read this before. Then we have the bump. What's the bump? When you go to the supermarket and you are paying and you see a small lollipop or chocolates and you're like, oh, I just want to include this again. That's like a bump offer. You just saw it there, you're already paying, and you're willing to pay 7 more. So this is not like the upsell. The upsell is usually a higher value and offers more value. This bump offer should be related to this product, but the ticket is lower than the one they're paying. So if this is $5.99, let's say this would be a 47 or 97 offer. And that's it on checkout. If we choose the link, now we get the link to that offer. How different can it look? This is the checkout on my Kajabi training that I mentioned for 7. So I have a banner that I designed. I have a thumbnail image. I explain a bit the before and afters of images, how they look using the 5 steps I'm giving them. I add some color so it looks different. And as I mentioned here, you have all the form fields you want. If you want to see an example of a checkout with a bump offer, let me see if I have this one. This is the sales page for my digital marketing course in Spanish. And I want to show you the checkout because this one has a bump offer. So this is how it could look. You see, so this is a 147 course and the bump offer is 47. So I just wanted you to see that. Let's continue. I hope you've been learning something new today. We've already completed courses and offers. As I mentioned, when you finish adding your email sequence, all your automations to that offer, then you're going to come here and duplicate this one and just change the pricing and the internal title. But don't start every time from scratch. It's too much details that you have to create. So that was our online course product. Let's go now to the coaching product. And let's say, for example, that Charmaine has a renovation session, strategic session. Charmaine, and I would have a description there. I would have a thumbnail image if I want. I'm going to click continue. And you can do both one-on-one coaching or group coaching in Kajabi. So if it's one-on-one coaching, how many sessions does this include? I said it's one strategic session, so I would put 1 here. But for example, I have a 3-month coaching program to help experts launch their online business. In this case, I do 12 sessions. So I would put 12 right here. If it's group coaching, each group I create has a different name. It depends when I'm launching that group. And I would have to define how many sessions. It's very important for me to define the quantity of the sessions because when they pay, well, obviously we have to create an offer for every product inside Kajabi to receive all payments. When they pay, they have to log into your Kajabi accounts, not your Kajabi account, to your business accounts. And there they have to go ahead and schedule that session to be able to choose it. So I'm going to say it's 1 session only. And you can use the Kajabi scheduler, the Calendly, if you use Calendly, a custom link, if there you have one, or manual booking. Let's keep the Kajabi scheduler. And then where will you have it? Let's say it's a physical location. You will just add the address. Or it's a Zoom link. Then you just add the Zoom link. Or use the Kajabi live video sessions. If you want to select the duration, let's say it's a 60-minute call, you choose it here. And again, as we mentioned before, you would choose the colors for your, so how your students will see this. If I would have my payment processor connected, I would choose the pricing. For now, I'm just going to click free. I'm going to click save. And this is how it looks inside. Before I continue, I want to show you, because we activated on this product, the live sessions, how live videos work on Kajabi. So I'm already here. Before we only had our models and lessons, but since I activated live calls, I would click here on go live. and it will notify if I want all my members. If I don't want them to be notified, I would click no, just go live. And this is how it looks. You have to allow that they have access to your camera, to your mic, so you can choose specifically which camera. For example, this is how my MacBook camera looks. Look how different it is from my Logitech Brio camera. Then which microphone you want to use, which speakers to listen to them. If you want any effect on your background, for example, you can choose that. User preference, if this call will be in a different language, you define the language. The video quality, if you want high quality, you can choose it. So then I would click join, and it's just like Zoom. Here I can turn off my video, I can mute myself, I can see who's inside, I have the chat, and I can, hi everyone. There's breakout rooms, just like on Zoom. You can record. If you don't record, anyone will be able to see this. So you have to click record, and I can share my screen. So let's say, for example, I'm sharing this. Let's say it's a video I had open here, and I want you to see it. Then I will basically start sharing my screen. Oh, I want to stop sharing. I click stop. And then here on the left corner, bottom right corner, I would click leave when I'm done. So that's, I just wanted to show you the live video, how it works. Back into coaching. Here I would be able to see my active clients, clients that have not scheduled their call, or past clients that already scheduled their call. The outline. This is one strategy session, so I only have one. If I would have had 12, on here I would have 12 sessions, and I can define a name or a title for each. For example, get to know our design align system. I'm just coming up with stuff. A brief description on what the session is about, what items we will cover, understanding the system. I don't know anything about home renovation, so imagine I added more stuff here. If I want to add any link to an external resource, for example, I'm just going to put my Kajabi link here for now. And then I'm going to click save. I have my offer connected because I need to receive a payment for this. And if I go to settings, what do we have here? The title we chose, the coach name, their email, the program description. I can add a thumbnail. We already chose Kajabi as the scheduler, so we have to manage the availability, but I'll do that now. I want to make sure that every live recording is uploaded for their own use, and the primary colors we already chose. And if you want to upsell them to another session, you can do that after the session is done. So you can define that here. I'm going to go back here to manage availability, so you can see that you can choose. Oh, for example, on Mondays, I only want to be available from 11 to 12 p.m. On Tuesdays, and you choose for every day anything. The booking time window, you can choose how far out a member can book a session. So for example, 4 weeks, 60 days, 90 days, whatever you choose right here. And the minimum notice scheduling for a client to be able to book a coaching session. You can connect your Google Cal. I use Google Workspace, so I would connect to my Google Calendar. So if I have any personal stuff, that availability will be blocked on the scheduler. Let me click save. And finally, I want to show you how this looks for your clients. So I'm going to go here and click preview. And this is when, after they paid, they log in, they can come inside and schedule their session. Okay. I don't know why it says reach out to your coach, but basically it would be here to schedule the session. So as of now, we've seen online courses, we've seen coaching. If Kajabi, you don't have an account as of now and you want to start using Kajabi, remember I have a special offer for you. You go to mariataveras.com/Kajabi, and only until tomorrow morning, you will be able to sign up with an exclusive offer of 3 months for only $99 and get my free Kajabi Kickstart course, my sales page template designed by me for you to change copy, colors, fonts, and start selling. A one-on-one 45-minute Zoom call to guide you on Kajabi, and exclusive support inside my Facebook group. If you prefer to use a free 30-day trial, you just click here, or the Kajabi basic plan for only $69 per month, which only includes one product. You can always access different offers here. But the main one that I have at the moment, you will always see. You just have to go to mariataveras.com/Kajabi to redeem those offers. All right, so that was our coaching program. Then we have the community. And in this case, I'll log into my own community for you to see, instead of just showing you creating her own community. Why? Because, and you can find on my YouTube a full video on how Kajabi communities work. You can only have one community on Kajabi. However, that community can have different access groups. Access groups are basically like how you segment your audience inside. Let's say in this case, Charmaine has students, so she has an access group based on design aligned community. Or she has home renovation clients, and then she has all her clients inside another access group that's called homeowners, for example. So it depends on how you want to restrict access to specific contents that you will create different access groups. Let me show you my community so you have an idea how this works. Let me see if we can access here so that we don't have to, so that we're able to translate it so you can see everything in English, since I use Kajabi in Spanish. All right, so this is how usually a Kajabi community looks. You can choose the landing page where the first time they come in, they will see a landing page if you want. So this is my welcome landing page. Basically, I welcome them. There's a video explaining everything, and they do their first steps, like setting up their profile, doing one of my challenges to introduce themselves here, download the Kajabi app, and so on. We have the image you want to represent your community. If you want to include your name as the host for this community, you can do so. The full description, you can see all the members inside. There's a leaderboard to create, for example, I've interacted a lot in communities that have a prize on who wins that leaderboard every month. So you would use that. And then you have different circles. Circles could be a chat, and people can chat between them, or it could be kind of a Facebook feed. So people would come in and share whatever they did. For example, someone shared an accomplishment where they finished something I suggested they did. And you can share anything you want. It could be an image, it could be a video, it could be a PDF, it could be an audio, a poll. That could be you or your members. So that's your basic feed. Then you can create challenges. So for example, in my membership, I teach Kajabi, online business, and digital marketing. Every month we have one free not one free workshop, they're members, one workshop on, for example, this month we're going to do how to do SEO for your business. And based on the courses I provide or the workshop I gave them, I do challenges. So they have to come in and do this one. Says, okay, so create your own sales page, define your goals based on the book, The 12-Week Year, create your Black Friday offer. So depending on what I teach them, I put challenges so they can actually take action. Then we have the meetups. You can change all the names. So that's why it says events here, but meetups. We have different events that you can create. That could be, let me show you. You put the name of the event, and you can do a Zoom link, a physical address location, or use Kajabi Live. You add a thumbnail image, define the date, the time zone, a description, and then if it's a recurring event, you can always put repeats here. If you use the Community Live feature, you can have all your recordings saved inside the community. So they will find all of them here on the meetups page. Something else, for example, if I want to talk with a specific member, I can find her profile, and I can click here to send her a DM, or I can even do a video call with her. So it's like having a social network for your own business, basically. Okay. So that's the Kajabi community product. And finally, we have the podcast product. How does it work? If I click on get started, you can create a new podcast from scratch, or you can import your own podcast. If you have the RSS feed for your podcast, you just click import, add the feed, and you import everything to Kajabi. If you're paying Anchor or anything else, you won't have to pay it anymore. But let's say we start from scratch. Let's create a new podcast here, and let's call it home renovations. No, whatever. Hosted by, you put your name, description, if it's public or private. Yes, Kajabi allows you to have paid subscribers, but if you connect Spotify and Apple, that's not private anymore. So just a heads up on that. Just use, if it's going to be a paid podcast, I prefer you don't connect the distribution to Spotify and Apple. Just use the Kajabi page that it will provide you. So let's click on public. Let me add her name since it's not allowing me to move on. Brief description. And I'm going to click continue. The podcast language, in this case, whichever language you want. The category, this would be, blah, blah, blah. Let's see if we have something related to, well, home and garden for now. If you want to list everything in episodic order or not, the primary color and how it will look, and there you would click finish. I want to show you my own podcast. I don't update it. Since I teach Kajabi, I created a podcast to try this feature, but I went all in on it. So what I did, it was a podcast called Faraso Inspira. Faraso is my school brand, and Inspira means inspire. So I only have 3 episodes, but it was conversations with people I admire, online business owners that I admire. In this case, it was 3 women that already sold more than $1 million online. And it's basically, I did both YouTube podcast and the podcast in here. So we have the video and then the audio, asking them everything about how they got there, right? So this is how it would look. However, as we were seeing when you created, you add your title, the host, the owner email, a description, an image that you can do on Canva if you want, the business, the podcast category, the colors, and if you want to migrate to another platform, you get your RSS feed. When you create that podcast, you will have to connect it to Apple Podcasts and Spotify. As of now, this is connected, but basically it's going to give you the step-by-step to do that. You're going to create an Apple Podcast account, your Spotify accounts and everything. And when you finish the steps that it's going to guide you on, it will give you a URL. You're going to paste it here. And immediately when you're done with that, any content you post as if it were a lesson will appear on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. I would add here the title. I would add if it's an episode, a bonus, a trailer, whatever you want, the show notes, and the content. So for example, on this one, I have the title, I have which type it is, the media is already posted, the content here that I want people to be able to read on what we talked about. I don't have a transcription, but I could add it. The published dates, if you want to schedule all your podcasts, you can do it, and a thumbnail image. How does this preview work? This is what Kajabi creates for you. A page like this, that's that specific episode, but this is the page. I use those colors. Your colors would appear here, and every episode is right there. However, this is the page Kajabi builds for you. If you want, you can always create your own page. For example, I used the Kajabi landing page template to create this landing. So let me put it in English. The screenshots of the Spotify and the latest episodes, as I said, on YouTube, because I wanted to use both the content on YouTube and then on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and they can always listen on the Kajabi page as well. So this is on Apple Podcasts, how it looks on Spotify. So it's very easy. It will only take time for you to connect the distribution settings on Apple and on Spotify. So let's go back to Kajabi. And we've seen all 4 products. We've seen the courses. Remember, I said this could be a resources hub, a vault, a program, a certification. It does not have to be called a course. Coaching sessions, group sessions, one-on-one sessions, community. This could be for a free community or a paid community, and your podcast. Then we have sales. And inside sales, if you would have a payment provider connected, you will see all your transactions, any failed payment attempts, everything will be here. Offers, you would have all your offers in one place. Coupons, if you want to give them a discount code, you can create your coupons here. So for example, for Design Align, let's say we're going to put July 24 or July 50 as a coupon code. You can define it's going to be a % off, so that percent could be 50, or an amount of, let's say it's 50 as well, and you define your currency. So 50%, the duration, let's say it's a membership. Do you want this discount to be forever, only once, or repeating? You would choose that here. So let's say it's forever, and they can only redeem these coupons before July 31st. I click continue. I can add the offer here. Oh, but apparently since I don't have my payment processor connected, it's not showing my offers, but I have to define which offers. Why? Because this coupon will not work on every offer on my website. It will only work on the offers I choose. If we do this, for example, let me show you on my account. It's going to provide you the direct link if you want to include, for example, that link on an email. So here you can redeem the offer annually. It's going to give you the discount link. It's going to be your same checkout page, but now it has the coupon applied. Otherwise, they can just come in, for example, in my case, let's see the landing page for my membership. If I click to join, when they're going to pay, they can add the coupon code here. And there they can redeem the offer. So that's coupons. If you want to build your own affiliate program, you would have to create it. So you get a sign-up link for people to sign up. This is how that page looks. Well, it says by invitations only. Let's change that so you're able to see this page. People would sign up here, always add their PayPal email. Why? Because maybe you're going to pay through PayPal. However, Kajabi will not do the payouts for you. It will only tell you how much everyone has made. You will have also here the sign-in link. So people sign up. You would see all the users that have used, that are your affiliates. You can set up the commission based on each offer. The share links that you want them to create. So you define which sales pages, landing or offer pages they will have access to share. You can see all your transactions, any announcements as a product. You can also send announcements. I forgot to show you that. So you can send announcements to your affiliates, ask for your data, or just go to settings and define, oh yes, I want to use self-registrations, the referral conversion window, 30 days or 90 days, affiliate logo, etc. And you can create your affiliate pages. For example, in my case, I have this landing page that I designed for my affiliates. So basically it says earn money with Parazo. I give them a 30% commission and on how much they will make on each product that we're selling. So there, if they click here to sign up, it's going to send them to the sign up page. Website. So we have already been here for more than an hour. I hope you made the best out of this, right? First thing first, when you create your Kajabi website, you need to choose a template. So let's pick a template. They have many templates that you can use. You can see here. If you want to purchase templates, there's also the Kajabi Expert Marketplace, and they're selling. Oh, here it is, Template Marketplace. That's new as of this year, and you can find templates for purchase. But Kajabi has other templates. Every site I've designed for clients, I've never purchased a template before. I use those templates and start customizing. So I just want you to see that you can always be creative and do stuff on your own. This is the one that looks more as of one of those theme templates. I used this one to design that site, for example, but look how different it can look based on your brand colors. And if you need help, you know where to find me, mariataveras.com, and click schedule a call up here. This is my agency scheduler. Okay, so let's choose a random template just to be able to get started. However, this account owner purchased a template. So I'm going to show you how to import the template she purchased. That way, if you decide to purchase, that's what you'll do. So did you see that I wasn't able to do anything else until I chose a template? But now I can go down here and click on upload a template. And here I have the theme that she had purchased. So I'm going to import it, and you can always purchase a template and import it like that. Click upload, choose the zip file, and if it's a Kajabi template, obviously it's going to work. So we have here the one I chose, and we have here the one she purchased. Important that I want you to know. Kajabi has website pages, landing pages, and funnels. What's the difference? Website pages are only pages that came with that template theme, or they are system pages. Here you can see system pages. It's very important, and this is something I do with all my clients, that you customize each and every single of these pages so that it actually reflects your brand. For example, this one, she teaches how to train your baby to sleep. And this is how her page used to look on Wix. This is how I designed it on Kajabi. This is a sales page, her home page, but these are this is the funnel. This one, system pages. So for example, the login. If I see this login as of now and I preview it, it's what the theme brought. But maybe I want to make it different. So look how pretty, how different it could be depending on how you design it. Oh, wait, she changed this page now. Let me see. Okay, she changed that login page. Let me show you someone else, for example, that are clients that I've designed. So you can see how different system pages can look based on how you design them. Diana Nurse Academy, for example. So it's all focused on your brand identity, basically. I just thought of some clients. You can add videos, background content on the login page. You can change. For example, I put here sign into success. So it depends on what you're creating. You can change everything you want. The blog page has to be customized. Which other pages do we have here? Thank you page, but you can always create a thank you landing page for every offer, and that's it. Store page. This one is important when people already are inside your sites and you want to have a store page with all your offers. Make sure you customize this one. The login, the library. As of now, it doesn't have many products, but remember I showed you my own library, how it looked. So just make sure you customize those pages. So the blog post as well. My blog is on Kajabi. Where's my blog? Here. So make sure you can customize the sidebar on the blog post, any content it has, the blog post page as well, the blog search page, anything. For example, let's see if I search here, Kajabi Hero Live. This search page, what do you want on the left? What do you want anywhere? You can customize everything you see. So that's website pages. How do you customize? Let's say I'm going to choose this main home page. I just use this theme for this client as well. I'm coaching her, and look how different it can look. I started with this from scratch and ended up with this. Just want to show you because you just have to be creative on color, text, but what makes people purchase is your copy. And you can keep it simple. I always use a hero section with your, let's say, your elevator pitch, or it could be your ideal client's avatar. Always include a lead magnet and opt-in. Well, this was the clients who asked me too, but then I always, what's your offer? She has an online course. She has a strategy session. She has a coaching program. And she could also be your speaker. So you schedule a call directly with her, a bit about her. Social proof, we're still working on this, so I don't have this content yet, and her newsletter. So just like and if you see my website, same thing. I don't want you to focus, like I don't like websites with too many different pages. You can even focus on one-page websites, but make sure it is what people need to read. Your hero section, an image of you, of your ideal clients, your elevator pitch. Always build your list. So have a lead magnet, a free gift that people will opt into and start receiving an email sequence. How you work with them, your products and services. This is extra if you want. In my case, since I only do Kajabi, well, my agency does WordPress, Shopify, everything, but I'm focused on myself as a Kajabi expert. I share my Kajabi portfolio. Social proof, your bio, any badges that you can share, your blog, and your newsletter if you want. So this is a basic idea of what you can have on your homepage. Remember, you can start selling with funnels, sales page, checkout page, lead magnets. You don't need a website to start selling, but you need a website when people are searching for you and want to know if they can trust you, right? This is my agency. I just wanted to share because the difference. In this case, I only focus on the portfolio. We don't only do Kajabi. We do branding. We do social media management, virtual assistants, basically, for our clients as well. So you can come here and you can see different stuff that's from my websites. That's why I use 2 domain names, 2 brand names. The school is also different. But if you don't need to have all those different websites or names, don't confuse yourself. Just start selling. That's because people always ask me, oh, but do you think I also need a company website and a personal brand site? My personal brand attracts people to my agency. So basically, that's it. You don't have to have so many different things. So I'm inside. And as I said before on the course as well, I always go to settings and update my favicon, my style guide. So to start changing this, what page background I want. For example, I don't want it completely white, so I can change a bit that whitish color. The primary color, instead of being black, maybe I want to do blue. Background colors, maybe I want to do green. And now they're outlined, but maybe I want them to be solid. So I start changing the style guide because that's going to change my full template theme. Now, the fonts, for example, let's say I want the headings to be Playfair and the body to be Nunito. If I click save, look how different everything will be. Look, I mean, That's why brand identity is important. What's your font? What are your colors? Because your brand will change based on this. I can even imagine this looking very nice in black, so we're going to make that section black. This is in English, but in Spanish, I always teach them how to make sure that when people click the user icon on top, they don't read in English. This translates to recover your password in Spanish and everything like that. If you want to disable pages like the member directory or announcements, you can do so here as well. And let's go back to sections. So the first thing is your header. You would add here your logo. If you don't have a logo, you can always use text. So here I can put, for example, Charmaine example. But if she has her logo ready, I would upload that logo here. If I go back, I can define which menu will appear here. If I used my members menu or created another custom menu, I can do that as well, as we saw before. The user menu, if you want to change any settings or translate them, you can. And there's a call to action. You can always add anything you want here, a drop-down menu, a hello bar. How does the drop-down menu look? For example, on this client that I showed previously, we have different drop-down menus based on what you're looking for. She's using the Kajabi blog as a recipes portal because she was using the Instagram guides, and Kajabi removed Instagram guides. So now people can come here, and based on tags, they can find all her recipes. She teaches how to cook, basically. And she's not a chef. She's just a mom that enjoys doing that. Okay, so that's the header image. Then in Kajabi, you have many sections to the left, then you can add. So if I click here, add section, you can see all of this. If you want to add text, you have 2 columns, 3 columns. You want to add a call to action section. You want to add a hero section with a countdown, with a form, with an image, with a video, with an audio. You just have to be creative and know what you want, because there's a feature that will allow you to do so. I don't like the Kajabi carousel at all because it's humongous, but well, event countdowns, the multi-video launch of Jeff Walker, the assessments, images, image gallery, audios, embed well, if you're watching this on mariataveras.com live, for example, you're watching the same thing that I'm teaching now, maybe on YouTube, maybe on this link. Why? I just embedded the YouTube inside here on a landing page so that my Kajabi pixel, Facebook Meta pixel, knows that you've been on my site. If I want to activate ads, which I won't, but just so you understand strategically how I do stuff. If you have an offer and you want to include your pricing cards, you can do that. If you want to include a frequent asked questions section, testimonials, you can also do that. If you want to put your blog posts, if you don't have blog posts created, you won't see them here. Any custom code or section. For example, this client, I helped him in Spanish launch his online courses, but he doesn't have online courses in English. So we do have like kind of a one-page website or landing page about him where I just mentioned who he is, what other information he gave me. And when you come here to schedule, you can choose if it's virtual or in person. It's going to show you the Calendly scheduler. And you choose and you pay there. This is Calendly, but instead of sending people to Calendly, I embedded a custom code to have Calendly inside his page. So those are ideas for you. Now, how can I modify all this content? If I'm going to keep it, I just choose the section. You can see this is an image, divider, opt-in form, and start changing copy, colors, anything you need. For example, in this main hero section, I have an image and then I have a text, and I said, maybe this would look interesting in black. I would go here to background. I can even add an image or video, or just choose a background color. And let's say it's going to be black. And I start changing stuff. And if I want to change this image, I choose a different one. Let's say I want to use an image generated with AI or the Adobe stock included in your Kajabi subscription. I would find here home renovation, since this is what this site is about, and include an image here. It's showing me that the space I had is bigger, so I'll just enlarge this image a bit, save. And there we have it. I didn't even need to pay any additional stock site or anything like that. You can also use AI if you want. I don't love this image. I want to show you for interior design, since this page talks about this site that I designed for a client, because it's one of my favorite sites. I think it's so clean, so simple, and she's dedicated to interior design, but more specifically designing bathrooms. She has her coaching sessions, a full program, the social proof. Well, she changed it a bit, but basically that's it. Just so you have an idea on how that could look for if you take your time, right? The opt-in page, you need to create your forms, and we will get there now when we see email marketing. So basically you come inside and start creating. Don't stress right now hiring many people. You can literally sign up to Kajabi and start building from scratch. Don't try, as I always say, to build all the Kajabi products. You don't have to build a course, a membership, a coaching product, a podcast. No, you just have to start selling. So please, please focus on your ideal clients, the ideal product that they need, that minimum viable product that they really need with a good price tag, right? High ticket, if it would be ideal for you to start making money, and sign up with Kajabi and mariataveras.com/Kajabi without worrying of, oh, I have to pay. As of now, you're going to pay today $99 for 3 months, or you can choose the free 30-day trial or the Kajabi for only $69 per month. But if you're already selling and you're focused on making money, you won't be worrying about the invoice every month. And I frankly love paying annually because it's going to give you a discount. Imagine it's like your insurance. You pay that annually, but in my country, we pay a very expensive insurance, health insurance, car insurance. Everything is very expensive. I'd rather pay annually everything I can if I get a discount. So let's go back. Remember, as I said, you have to customize not only your home page. Please go to your library page, go to your blog post page, all of the details that people will be able to see on your site. Now, landing pages. That was websites pages. Remember, I said those are more system pages or any pages that the theme you purchased included. But landing pages, since we used AI to build our course previously, I told you it was going to create me a waitlist page. So it's there. But check this out. If I create no landing page, you can start from scratch or choose from different sales pages. So you already have sales pages you can customize. Podcast pages, you can see that this one looks like my podcast page. Let me show you again. So basically I chose this one and started customizing the content based on my brand colors, and I changed what I wanted. Link in bio. I see so many people paying Linktree and paying link in bio. You don't have to. You already have inside Kajabi. And I'm going to show you again with Cristina, her Instagram account. If you click on her link for the link in bio that I created for her, you can even have your opt-in form for your lead magnet right there. If you use an external platform, you would have to use Zapier or integration to connect everything. We also have thank you pages, opt-in pages for your lead magnets, coming soon pages, and finally, we also have funnels. What are funnels? A sequence of steps that will guide someone that doesn't know you to become your customer. your client. Usually it can start at a lead magnet, or free webinar training, an opt-in page, registration page. People register, they receive a confirmation. We provide that training, that downloadable resource, that audio, whatever it is, and then they enter a sequence of emails where you start selling your offer. So before I move on websites, I want to show you a bit funnels. Inside this section, it's basically the only way to organize your landing pages based on folders, for example, because all the pages included in a funnel will not appear on your landing, but on your funnel section. Before we move on, I'm going to create a funnel just so you see how this works. So we have different funnels. This one says waitlist are coming soon. What does it give you? An opt-in page and one email. Oh, you want to provide a freebie. You have an opt-in page, the email, and the thank you. When you use these funnels, it will pre-create everything for you. And you just have to go inside each step and customize the content. Sales page, opt-in, 8 email sales page, and checkouts. Same for product launches, Zoom webinar. Let's say you're going to do a Zoom webinar to launch your product. You create the registration page, confirmation, 4 emails, reminders, where tomorrow is the date or whatever. 1 event, events on Kajabi are dates. I'll show you that now. 5 emails afterward, selling your offer, sales page, and checkouts page. So I mentioned when we began today that I personally tried Kajabi back in April 2020 due to a pandemic. And when I discovered these funnels, I was amazed, because since I had so much experience in digital marketing, did so many certifications, everything I had learned was connecting many different platforms, ActiveCampaign, lead pages, use Zapier. And I found in one place how to create an evergreen funnel without having to integrate many tools. And before my 28-day trial back then ended, I had sold, using an evergreen webinar, my first $1,028. That's what I did during that trial. And I'm not going to start creating all these funnels, but show you the one I used. It's this one, webinar, because you can host a pre-recorded webinar. So it was the pandemic. I didn't have the tools to film, to record my microphone. I didn't have anything. What I did was create a course, 8-week course, where I only recorded the first week until I started selling. When I saw that people came in, I kept on recording. I created a webinar, all of this without my face, locked in my closet so that the audio background noise worked well, and then created this funnel with this webinar and started promoting it organically on my Instagram account. So I'm going to click on Get Started just for you to have an idea of Kajabi funnels. For example, in this case, let's say we're going to sell Design Align. And for Design Align, this is free webinar on 3 keys to home renovation. I'm coming up with stuff right now. Will it be a pre-recorded or live webinar? Imagine, as you can see today, if you're on mariataveras.com/live, that you want to host a live webinar on YouTube, but have people watching it on your landing page like this. Then you would choose the live webinar one. For now, since I'm teaching you how I did it when I started selling, I'll just click the pre-recorded one. When does your webinar start? Since this is going to be evergreen, we're going to make it repeatable as an event. However, let's say we will officially launch this on the 4th. So I'm just going to choose, not November, I meant August, or the 5th. And which time zone. So in my case, it would be Eastern time. And which offer am I going to sell? Generates my funnel. Now it's going to do the job for me. It's going to create me the registration or opt-in page for this webinar, confirmation page, email sequence based on an event. We're going to see email campaigns now. The sales email sequence, checkouts page. Well, I chose the offer. The checkout page is ready. And that will provide the access to the product since it's automated inside my offer already. So it's adding the finishing touches. Before it finishes, I'm going to show you the one I'm telling you I used. So if I go here on Safari to funnels, remember that I do everything in Spanish on my own Kajabi business, but this is it. This is how it looked. I did the same thing I just showed you now, and I have an opt-in page. If I copy the link, you can see the first opt-in page. I don't know why it's not working. Let me see if I can open it here just so you can see. It doesn't even look like my brand. I was just trying Kajabi. So that was like my first product that I don't even promote anymore. But it's taking its time, so we're not going to lose time on that. It created a form for me automatically and an automation that anyone that submits this form is registered to the events. Events on Kajabi have before, during, or after emails. So I had 3 reminder emails and 2 follow-up. I'm going to show you everything now. That took people to a confirmation page. Via email, it sent a webinar room page. That's where people watch the webinar, then to the sales page that offered my course. So now you can see this example. It did the same. Registration page, opt-in page, where people will register for this event. Obviously, this account's owner has to come in if wants to do this and customize all the copy. There's an example here, but you change the same thing. Free online training, 3 keys to home renovation. Obviously, that's not the best copy ever at all. I just came up with that. Hosted by Charming Lang, etc., etc. And you just will modify all the content, right? The colors, everything you can change. If we go back to our funnel, it created an event email. So we will see the 3 different emails Kajabi sends right now. But as of now, event emails allow you to choose a date and send emails before and after. Since I use the funnel, it gives me the idea on what I can do. So here we have, oh, congrats, you've registered. And you come in and you modify the copy. Thank you for registering for 3 keys to home renovation live workshop. As a reminder, never remove these syntax code. What you will learn, this is the link. If you decide to change the webinar room link, make sure you modify all the contents on the emails. So you just go step by step. Kajabi gave you a time of registration confirmation email 1 hour before the event, 15 minutes before the event, and then only 1 sales email with ready to make a decision. But you can add as many emails as you want. Let's go back. Oh, no, wait, important. If I click on this event, I have to make sure it's repeatable if I want to call this evergreen. So I'm going to make sure it repeats itself every 2 hours, for example, every 1 hour, whatever you want. What's different now that every time people come to a registration page, depending on, it's not showing all the content. Let me see. There. Depending on the time, it's going to say here in 15 minutes and 1 hour, depending on when it repeats based on your initial schedule. Then we have the confirmation page. You come in and customize all of this. The webinar room page, obviously, we have to upload our video inside the webinar room page. So you customize everything. Here it will show them your free training will begin in how many time is left. When it's going to start, they have to click enter the training room. And we have to make sure that we come here inside event video and upload our video since it's a pre-recorded webinar. We upload our video and people will always watch this one. Then you make sure that your call to action takes them to your sales page after they watched. So if we go back to my example, this webinar room page has the event video. There it is. that I remember now, I went with my iPhone since I didn't have a camera after I pre-recorded everything and added like a little welcome on that. And you can even check, let me see. I think you can see the stats for this video as well. If you go to, it's been long since I've checked this one, but you can see video stats here. So you can know how many people have played the video, the engagement, the play rates. Let me see what's this, load more, I have no idea. But anyways, that's basically the evergreen webinar funnel. That's how I started selling on Kajabi without having to be on screen all the time. And you can also do that. Obviously, there's many different funnels that you can use. So make sure you just check everything they have and make sure your Kajabi pricing package allows you. I use the growth plan. It's my favorite one. It's the one I recommend. Allows as many funnels as you need. Funnels work well to pre-create stuff, but you can manually do everything in Kajabi without using funnels. Remember, even though Kajabi on their websites only offer a 14-day trial, it doesn't say it anymore, but it does. You can access on mariataveras.com/Kajabi a 30-day trial or the special offer active depending on when you access. Right now and only until tomorrow morning, I have 3 months for only $99, but you can always use my 30-day trial on the same page. You have there free 30-day free trial or the Kajabi basic offer. If you want Kajabi for only $69, then you come here, choose the $69 per month deal, and you sign up. The $69 per month only gives you a 14-day free trial. But the 30-day trial will take you to the growth plan. You can always change your plan after you sign up. All right, so websites, I think you understand everything. Website pages, landing pages, funnel, hope you do. Then we have the navigation. And finally, the navigation, we already saw it. You always also have the blog. Hi, Zan. I just saw your comments. Hope you're doing great. So here, let's say you create your blog. You'll add a title and a description for your blog. And then I just want to show you how this looks inside when you have a blog post based on my own account. So let's go to my account. Let me open it here. Websites, pages, blog. And for example, in my case, this is how it looks. Well, my VA added some stuff. That's why it says not published. But if I find one of my latest content, let's say which products you can create with Kajabi, you can add a video, you can add audio, you can add a title, content, images, links, whatever you want. You define your SEO and sharing information. What's the slug, the URL you actually want, how you want that to appear on Google, a description, and a thumbnail if people share on socials. If you want to publish it or schedule it, the blog image, and if you want to organize based on tags, you can do so as well. How does this look? For example, on my end, this is how my blog looks. Your theme obviously will look different based on how you customize it. So this is how that really looks. So that's blogging. Now let's understand the different emails we have on Kajabi. We have 3 different emails, or 4 system emails that we saw when we began, that you can customize the templates the system send. But we have broadcasts. Broadcasts are basically one email to promote an offer, to send a newsletter, or anything. We have email sequences and we have events emails. You already saw events emails. Events emails, you add emails before, after, or during an event. Let's say, for example, because I showed you one only with evergreen funnels. But let's say you have a home renovation workshop via Zoom on August 7th at 5 p.m. I click save. You need to make sure you use your time zone, correct time zone, so that the emails work. And you start adding emails when At time of registration, confirmed, you're in, this is your link, whatever you want to say. At the time of the event, we're live, join us right now, whatever. Before the event, that could be minutes before, hours, days, weeks, or months. You define up to 90 days. For example, 60 minutes before, then you send an email, 1 hour left, join us in 1 hour, whatever. And after the event. So after the event, obviously you're starting to sell your other course or upsell or coaching session or whatever. So email campaigns. If I want to send a broadcast, let's click new email campaign. I'll click broadcast, continue, and we have different templates. You can choose whatever you want. In my opinion, keep it simple. I always go for simple text just because I don't want to arrive in spam. But you have different ideas that you can use. If I use, for example, this one, simple text, you add a title for this email. It's installing your templates. And after you're inside, you can customize everything there. For example, you can choose who's going to receive it. Yes, it could be a custom segment. Maybe you only want people that have or submitted any form. Let's say you have a form for a lead magnet, or for those that attended the webinar, those that fill in the form for the 3 keys to home renovation, only to them, you choose them. Only people that are customers, etc. So you choose your audience, recipients, and then your content. Internal title for you. What's the subject that you will include for them? Remember, you have Kajabi here. If you need help to write this, I want to invite my subscribers to my free 3 keys to home renovation evergreen webinar, which then sells my design align course. Please help me write the email copy, subject, and preview text. Of course, this is not enough context. What I mean is, for AI to work for you, always tell them who you want it to be. Hey, you are an copywriting expert for emails that generate conversions. So who you want it to be, what do you need, and define your brand's tone of voice. Be so specific so that you get good results. I'm obviously just showing you basic stuff. Yes, San, I'm coming to KHL. Well, I'm pregnant. I'm 5 months now. And after I booked my flight, the hotel and everything, I realized I'm going to be 34 weeks. And I live in the Dominican Republic. So it's a long trip to Los Angeles, to LA. Let's see if my doctor allows me to. But as of now, everything's booked. The flight, the hotel. I'm coming with my husband. We were there last year and it was amazing. I recommend anyone to go to Kajabi Hero Live. So here's the email. It gave me the idea on what I need, webinar details, whatever. I'm just reminding you that you can use Kajabi if you don't know what you're gonna write there. Add your subject. I didn't copy the subject it provided. I'm not gonna start writing all of this. I'm just showing you an example quickly. The preview text, its suggestion, and edit the content. So here, first you can go to settings and change the typography. I would never do that because maybe the email that the service provider that your audience uses won't show that font. But yes, you can change, let's say the background color. If I want it to be more gray, let's click save. If I want the header colors to be another color, for example, or the body font, you choose your colors, right? But then you can add anything. Oh, you want to add text? Add text. You want to add an image? Add an image. You want to add a button? You can add a button. Change the color of the button. Just click the button and choose a color. You can add your logo on top. However, if you put your logo on marketing emails, it's supposed to be there as well. A video, countdowns depend on the events you create. So you won't have a countdown if you don't create an event. You can add social icons. You can add text and text, an announcement that's a background with a text. You can add image and image, and you can add image and text. So let's say this email was ready. I added my content, everything was ready. If I go back and I liked how I designed that email, I come here and click Save as Template. That way, I don't have to redo this every time I start from scratch. Okay, so you take your time, create beautiful emails, and then save them as a template. If I'm done, I would click here to send right now or schedule my email. But since this is a new account, there's no subscribers to send it to. That was the broadcast. One-time email to promote an offer, to share news, whatever you want. What's the email sequence? An email sequence is triggered by an automation. They submitted a form. They finished another sequence. They finished a course. They accessed a webinar, whatever. So I said before that for my offer, I had to build an experience, and I wanted a post-purchase confirmation email. So here I'm going to put post-purchase, thank you, or welcome to Design a Line. Continue. And I'm going to choose again simple text. Welcome to Design a Line. And the day defines when they receive based on when they were registered to a sequence. So if it's a post-purchase email, I need day 0. Immediately, they will receive this. I need my subject. Let's put welcome. I'll put you're in, or something like that. Any preview text you want. And I already had some copy for this client, so I'll just paste it here. Those are her brand colors, and this was ready before I had assisted her. So there's the welcome, live sessions, engage, maximize your experience, blah, blah, blah. What am I missing here? Login now. And I always need to share my domain.com/login. For example, mariataveras.com/login. I don't have her domain connected, so that's why I'm showing you this one. It's always your domain.com/login for people to log in, and they will find immediately your library. This is the library for my school, for example. So make sure you do that. Add your domain.com, or just put /login since it knows your main domain. Your call to action based on the color for your brand. If we preview this, now we can see her login, even though we didn't customize it. Oh, it's not showing it. Whatever. Imagine it was there. Okay, so that's the email sequences. I can add as many emails I want here. For example, for a lead magnet, so that to nurture people. You use sequences to nurture your audience. But now remember, I want to add this to my offer. So I'm going back to my offer. And when people purchase, I want to subscribe them to that email sequence so they start receiving that welcome email. I also have a landing page for her sales page that she had already purchased. And I also have a thank you and welcome page that she had already purchased that I'm going to add to her account just so she has them here. And why am I doing this now? Because I want her to have this connected to her offer already. So sales, offers, now I go back to my offer, and when people purchase, instead of going to a library, they're going to see the welcome page. And I can customize all the information. What did I not show you before? How you customize the titles for your pages and the URL. So I'm going to come here, edit details, and call it the welcome to design align page, always use something, I don't know, that is not obvious, because this is your welcome page. So you don't want people to find it. So make sure you define the title, then the SEO. What do you want people to see if they share this page? But we don't want this page to appear on search engines, because it's our welcome page. Only people who have purchased should see it. So now if we go back to my landing page, I don't have all this little contents that a theme page adds when you put them in. So remember the 3 dots, edit details, and you can change your URL slug, the name, or anything you want. This is her sales page. So I'm going to put here, design align online course. And there I can add a title, description, anything I want. That looks much better. That was stressing me out. All those numbers. Okay, so marketing. Now you know you have emails that are broadcast, email sequences, and you have events emails. And obviously you also have, as we mentioned before, the system emails that you find inside settings, email templates. That was everything about marketing. Well, if you want to add manually any automations, you will find all your automations here. Events you already know, and your forms. That is important. So here you come to create any form. You're going to put in an opt-in page wherever you want. But what details can you modify on an opt-in form? We created this 3 keys to home renovation form for a lead magnet. I always choose single opt-in instead of double opt-in. If you choose double opt-in, it's going to send them an email. They have to confirm. Obviously, you know, there's a lot of laws depending on your country and everything. So what I like to do is to add a form field with a checkbox that confirms that I understand I'll be added to Maria's email list. In this case, it would be Charmaine's email list to be able to receive the content. Save, and this is why I use single opt-in. Automations, you always add, oh, people fill in this form. What do you want it to do? Register to an event, subscribe to an email sequence, grant an offer, whatever you want. If you want notifications to know if people subscribed, you add your email here. If you want to send them to a confirmation page, you choose that confirmation page here. That's what you can do with forms. On contacts, you will find all your subscribers and customers. If they're customers, they will have like a blue, I think it's a blue star or a blue symbol besides them. Let me show you on my account. Contacts. So look at the blue. It's a blue check mark if they have done something. And if you want to see, for example, one of my clients, Naida, you can see anything that has happened with her. So for example, I can see which emails she opened, which email she clicked, what has she purchased from me. I can revoke an offer, grant an offer, see all the products, see her progress on the product, send her her password. I can do whatever I want, basically, with that. I can see insights of the clients. I can have assessments. For example, I include, well, this is not available on new Kajabi accounts, but inside courses, you only have quizzes. I used to add like feedback assessments on every model of my high ticket program, but you can use any kind. For example, this was, I want to get to know you form assessment. So people fill it in when they subscribe to my lead magnets, and I have all the questions to get to know them better. So I ask, for example, what's your name? Where are you from? If you already have an online business, which is your website, what is the current status? So it's for me to get to know them better. You can do whatever you want with assessments. Then you have analytics in general and the Creator Studio. This is where I wanted to come because this is new and I think it's amazing. Basically, the Creator Studio on Kajabi allows you to multiply your content. So you upload one video, and based on that one video, you can ask Kajabi to create many different things for you. So for example, if I click on here, create your first project, I'm able to add a YouTube link for a video, upload a video, or select one from one of my courses. Let me show you this example. Give me 1 second so that I can find it on my account. And what can you create? When you upload your video, you have video clips, titles, descriptions, transcripts, subtitles, social media posts for any social network you decide to use, emails, how-to blogs, community content, video summaries, course content, or website content. So for example, this is on my own account. As a Kajabi partner, you can see that on my link to Kajabi, mariataveras.com/Kajabi. Remember, tomorrow morning is the last opportunity to use my offer, Kajabi 3 months for only $99. Otherwise, you will see that tomorrow afternoon, you will see the 30-day trial here instead. But there's a video here. Where's the video? Where's the video? Oh, it's not here. Where is the video? I think it's on my Spanish account. Wait a second. Kajabi. So this is a promo video that Kajabi gave us, this one, but it's in English.
Creador de contenidos o un emprendedor.
So you can listen to my voice. Since this is my Spanish landing page, what I did was I brought this video to the Creator Studio. I generated subtitles. I used AI, translated it, and then pre-recorded and changed the audio inside. And even I think,
Entonces, debes echarle
I thought I added the subtitles, but apparently I did not. So this is the example I wanted to show you. I said you can come in, use a YouTube link or whatever, you choose what you wanted to do. But in this example, we have the Kajabi video. I uploaded it here, and it gave me a video description based on everything that video says. It gave me the transcript. That's how I could download the transcript. And based on that, it's not perfect. For example, this doesn't take Kajabi, but it works. And the subtitles. I download those subtitles, modify them on my text app on my computer, on my MacBook, and then upload them again. I thought I really had this because I wanted to show you how you can see. Let me see if it's here. I had the subtitles.
Are you a creator or an entrepreneur? Then you need to check out Kajabi.
Here, I used those subtitles and I added them here.
That helps creators
so
and
those,
entrepreneurs build success.
How I generated those subtitles using Creator Studio. Then if I go back, I want to show you more. So this is one video of me. It's a reel that says what name to use on your social media. And it generated, based on what I said here, a sales page text, a QA blog. Why is choosing the right name on social media so important for entrepreneurs? So based on what I said, it gave me content, an Instagram caption if I want to post that reel. But check this out. Here's the clip. So now I can click on edit video and I can edit this video inside Kajabi because now it includes Adobe Express. I can define for which platform I want to resize the video. Let's say it's TikTok. I choose the size, open the full editor, and I can start adding text, videos, other elements. For example, well, it's giving me a tutorial here. So I can remove background. I don't know if that works on video, but we could try. Maybe not. But I can change the volume. I can upload content and post it on top of the video. There are different templates here. I can add media. Let's say, for example, I want rocket. There's photos, there's video. Well, I wanted to see if there was a small PNG, but I don't know if that's what it would be called, a transparent background. I can add text if I want, and then I can modify that text. Basically, let's say it's white. Meet the team and start modifying all the content. This is like Canva inside Kajabi. If you want to add any assets, symbols, or whatever, you can just come in and do everything. Then you click save, and obviously you download your video. So that's something I wanted you to see, because that's completely new within Kajabi as of 2024, and you should be making the best of it. So basically, that's everything you can do inside Kajabi. Let's go back here. More expert services, even me. You can find me here. If you want to find some experts, you can find them right here. You can also find custom templates if you need to purchase one, even though Kajabi has, but there are amazing templates out there if you want. I really hope these 2.5 hours that we had here were beneficial for you, that you learned a lot about Kajabi. Remember, you just have to go to mariataveras.com/Kajabi and find out the best offer for you as of today. And there's always some gifts from me to you, like my Kajabi Kickstart course for free, even though you can watch this tutorial, and also start building and setting up a sales page template, a one-on-one 45-minute Zoom call to guide you on Kajabi. Remember, I am a certified online business coach and heart-centered apprentice. So I'm not only going to guide you on implementation, but also strategically to scale your business, and exclusive support inside my Facebook group. This 3 months for $99 offer ends very soon. So remember, you can also access the free 30-day trial if you don't want to pay anything today, and the Kajabi basic plan for only $69 per month. If you use the 30-day trial, you won't have the one-on-one call immediately with me. You will have to wait until you finish your trial and do your first payment, and then I'll schedule a full 60-minute call with you to help you with Kajabi. So thank you so much. Sam says, congratulations on the pregnancy, wishing you and your husband a healthy baby. Thank you so much. That means a lot to me. And hopefully I'll see you in November in LA at Kajabi here live. Have a great night, a very productive week, and start building, start selling. Sign up to Kajabi today and let this year change your business, your life, your family, everything. Be the generational change that your family needs. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for being here with me today.